The Gulf of Naples lies before the large city of Naples, a handful of smaller towns. The blue waters of the Gulf are bounded in the north by the Phlegrean islands of Procida and Ischia, and in the south by the legendary Capri. Boats head to the islands from Naples, and it's the best way to see the Gulf. Italy's small islands represent a significant part of the country's natural and historical heritage, the natural landscapes forming the dramatically beautiful setting for settlements of truly ancient origin. The region around the Gulf of Naples is, from a geological point of view, not only a part of the older chalk mountains, such as the southeastern Lattari, but also dates from the young Quaternary plains around Vesuvius and the coast of the Tyrrhenian Sea. In the Gulf of Naples, just off the end of the Sorrentine Peninsula, Capri is a veritable treasure trove, bursting with natural beauty, with its stunning panoramas and dramatically beautiful coastline. Numerous symbols of the force of nature can be found here, such as the Faraglioni stacks. The Faraglioni are 3 rocks looming from the sea with a natural tunnel that runs right through. These are 3 of the most famous remaining rocks which have survived coastal landslides and erosion by the sea. Capri and Ischia are Naples islands, places of extraordinary beauty, rising up from the waters, lapping the shores of the Italian peninsula. Places which are rich in centuries of history, where traditions of the distant past still survive. Places where the many civilizations to have inhabited them have left indelible artistic and cultural traces. In 1900, the German magnate Krupp provided money for a footpath that joined the Quisisana, where he lived, to the Marina Piccola. Built with admirable skill by the engineer Emilio Maia, it's been called the world's most beautiful road, thanks to the manner in which it hugs the rock and the appropriate use of local construction materials. The heart of Capri is the Piazza Umberto I, a small, compact, closed-off square that resembles a courtyard. Surrounding the square are the Torre dell'Orologio, or clock tower, which may have been the bell tower of the old cathedral, plus the municipal offices. The Church of Sant'Anna, a basilica-like structure, dates back to the beginning of the 13th century, while the facade is from the 1600s. The Gardens of Augustus were built on the ruins of ancient Roman structures, and they were donated by Krupp to the town of Capri, which later named them after the Roman emperor. Walking along the Via Nuova del Faro, visitors reach the westernmost part of Anacapri, known as Limo, from the Latin limon or boundary. The Sentiero dei Fortini is a stunning footpath skirting the stretch of coast which leads all the way from Punta Carena and Anacapri's lighthouse to the Grotta Azzurra, past a series of old blockhouses or fortini. A tour around the island of Capri by boat is without doubt a unique and truly exhilarating experience. The spectacularly dramatic coast is characterized by numerous creeks, tiny bays and caves. The Blue Grotto is one of the most world-famous emblems of the island of Capri. There are 3 main caves on the island: the Blue Grotto, the White Grotto and the Green Grotto. The White Grotto and the cave are 2 wonderful cavities, both directly accessible from the sea through a series of very steep steps built in 1901 by 2 Englishmen. The caves are extremely striking, due to the strange shapes that their stalactites and stalagmites have taken on over the centuries. The Green Grotto is particularly amazing, almost unreal, with water that's simply undescribable. On sunny days, beneath the crystal clear waters, one can see a seabed which is rich in flora and fauna, including great banks of Posidonia oceanica, of such vital importance for the health of the sea. Capri is often referred to as the Isola Azzurra, the Blue Island, due to the intense azure of the sea, which bathes its sea caves and tiny coves. The charming seaside port of Marina Grande, encompassed by two narrow arms or quays, borders the picturesque town of Capri. It lies to the north of the island and faces the Gulf of Naples. Houses along the port are still typical of the ancient dwellings of Capri's fishermen. The island of Capri, having no natural port, was accessible only from a small beach, which was probably one of the reasons why the Emperor Tiberius preferred it. Today, the port is further east, and every day boats and hydrofoils go from here to other points of the Bay of Naples. Capri is a Mediterranean island of calcareous origin that's been visited over the centuries by intellectuals, artists and writers, all enthralled by its magical beauty. A mix of history, nature, worldliness, culture and events that daily blend together and bring the legend of Capri to life. In the most western part of the Gulf of Naples, Ischia is the largest Parthenopean island, formed by 6 districts: Barano, Casamicciola, Forio, Ischia, Lacco Ameno and Serrara Fontana. Ischia has acquired international fame as a tourist destination thanks to its numerous thermal and thermo-mineral springs, the result of the island's volcanic origins. The healing properties of these waters have been known since Roman times. The island consists almost entirely of volcanic rock on which luxuriant vegetation has grown, thus earning it the nickname of Isola Verde, or Green Island. The city is divided into 2 parts: Ischia Point, the oldest part facing the islet of the castle, and Ischia Porto, the more modern area. The Aragonese Castle, the most impressive historical monument in Ischia, stands on a volcanic rock connected to the island by a bridge built in 1438 by Alfonso of Aragon. The castle overlooks the vast horizon of the sea. Under the Aragonese dynasty, it became a political, cultural and spiritual centre of notable interest. The Soccorso Church in Forio is devoted to Saint Maria of the Snow and was built on a steep promontory that takes its name. Like the Torrione, it's the symbol of the town of Forio, and it's one of the most original architectural structures on the island of Ischia. There are many pleasant beaches in Ischia that invite the visitor to take a swim. The vast Maronti Beach in the Bay of Barano and the wonderful Chitara Beach, with its soft sand and the great Poseidon thermal hot springs, are the most popular beaches the island offers. Forio is the second major town in Ischia in terms of population number and importance. It stretches between two promontories, Punta Caruso and Punta Imperatore, between the most beautiful beaches on the island and into the metallic green of the vineyards which cover the slopes of Mount Epomeo, descending into a scene of incomparable beauty. A natural sculpture which emerges from the sea, called the fungo or mushroom, makes the town of Laco Ameno immediately recognizable. This is a block of green tuff, almost a joke of nature, where the creative forces of wind and the sea have made the extraordinary shape of a real mushroom. This is the comune of the beautiful Sant'Angelo, which, with a style and atmosphere all its own, counts as one of the most idyllic holiday destinations. Vibrant, passionate and unique, words which perfectly describe the Bay of Naples and the densely populated city. Naples offers a series of unique and unforgettable town and seascapes,